Jack Williams set to appear in a federal court in Montgomery. Williams faces charges in connection with a public corruption investigation. But it didn't just stop with this pantry. A group wanting to do more added this one, a second, and it's filled from top to bottom. We have a name. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have announced the name of their brand new baby son. Today, jury selection begins in the felony sexual abuse case of a former chairman. Two children in Tarrant thankful this morning for the bravery to do an act that may have saved their lives. Coming up on 4:35 this morning, developing right now a health alert for parents about a disease on the rise right before school begins.
Are we going to floss?
No.
Can we do it? I don't think we're that talented.
All right, Sarah, I've been in contact with the ABC affiliate in Chicago. I actually just got off the phone with them. This new information just coming out this morning. This hump day, and Charles Daniel has a look at your forecast. Something feels very familiar about this forecast.
By the time we get to Friday, I'm going to be so sick and tired.
Wendell, officials on the scene revealed the bus driver was that person killed in the accident. They, though, have not released that driver's name. And this time, I'm going to be the model.
Ooh. I love it. This is gorgeous on you.
Rain is actually starting to fall here in Coleman. That is exactly why this car dealership did this. You can see these plastic pieces have been put on the back windows.
New this morning, a new study putting a damper on happy hour.
Womp womp.
Right?
An international team of researchers.
On ABC 3340.
Good morning, Alabama. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday. It has been a busy morning here for us.
It really is, especially with that accident on 280, which we're
happening tonight. Republican gubernatorial candidates will go head to head in a debate.
ABC 3340 partnering with Reckon by AL.com.
Representative Jack Williams set to appear in a federal court in Montgomery. Williams faces charges in connection with a public corruption investigation. ABC's Stoney Sharp is here to break down those charges. Stoney?
Wire fraud.
More charges could be on the way for a Lee County attorney. Gabriel Smith is accused of an indecent act with a child. Investigators say it happened back in 2003. Smith was 18 at that time. The alleged victim was 12. Smith is out of jail on bond. We're working to learn when the owner of an Oxford motel will appear in court this morning. Barhut Kumar Patel is charged with reckless endangerment and promoting and soliciting prostitution. He owns Budget Inn Express on Berry Street, but it was shut down yesterday. Oxford's fire chief says there were several fire and building code violations, including no smoke detectors. Tenants were forced to move out.
I need somewhere to stay at.
President Trump made the proclamation last night. The flags will remain lowered until Bush's funeral, which is on Saturday. According to the George Bush Presidential Library, her body will lie in repose from noon to midnight Friday at St. Martin's Episcopal Church in Houston. Saturday services are by invite only. She will be buried on the grounds of the Bush Library at Texas A&M University. Bush was battling congestive heart failure. She died Tuesday. She was 92 years old. Right now, people in Center Point demanding to know why it's taking so long to build promised storm shelters. The Jefferson County Commission tells us it's because the city didn't qualify for federal assistance when a tornado hit the area in 2012. Jefferson County was able to acquire federal funding and grants to build storm shelters in the areas affected by the 2011 tornadoes. Commissioners say the long wait is due to the lack of resources. And next in sports, Alabama head coach Nick Saban gives an update on the Tua Tagovailoa's status for 8A. Wendell, officials on the scene revealed the bus driver was that person killed in the accident. They, though, have not released that driver's name. It was about 5:30 this morning when that bus went off of Interstate 10 in Loxley into the median and plunged down into a ravine under a bridge. On board were about 45 people, most of those students from Channelview High School's band, that school near Houston, Texas. Okay, so this picture you're looking at right now is of those students at Disney World. They were headed back from a trip to Disney World in Florida. That picture taken just a day ago. The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency says that there is no sign the driver hit the brakes of that bus. And right now they're investigating a couple of different things that could have been factors in all of this as they await for the toxicology report. Those things include if sleep or a medical condition played a factor in that crash. And if we can, I want to see if we can pull up a live picture from the scene. As Wendell mentioned, we do know that authorities are still there on the scene, and there you see it, that bus down in that ravine. And as we mentioned, the interstate still shut down at this hour. It has now been shut down for several hours. Officials expect it to open or reopen at noon, although they say that they cannot guarantee that right now. Good morning. Okay, so after 4,000 shows, it is officially over.
Which is kind of sad because this is a staple in the summertime TV. Jerry. There you go. Jerry Springer has refereed his last catfight and interviewed his last cheating boyfriend.
It's over.
Somehow, it doesn't seem right for Jerry Springer to exit quickly.
You know, I have so many memories of afternoons in middle school sneaking to watch that show and then having to turn it off when my mom came because
Mom and Dad came
I
around
should
the
not
corner
have been
to
watching Jerry Springer when I was 12 years old.
Not at all. Not at all. All right, so from one iconic show to another.
Yeah, don't call it a comeback. MTV is bringing back some of its most iconic shows. Really excited about this one.
This is the true story. True story. The real world.
Oh, that's the New York one. I used to love this show, and MTV is now bringing back the real world. Also, many middle school days spent watching this one. It debuted in 1992. That's when MTV introduced reality TV to the world. The show will now appear on streaming services, so that's how you're going to be able to catch it. And that's not it. MTV also bringing back shows like Daria and Maid. Remember Maid?
I do.
Absolutely can't wait. I really, really hope that they bring back Road Rules
So
too.
you used to click off during Jerry Springer. I used to watch the show
Real World, yeah.
Real World, and I would be like, oh gosh, my dad's coming around the corner.